Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawns. It finally looks like we'll be able to commit to battle. Right then, with that said, let's see what we can do on the next turn as we bring it on. Okay, it's depending on the amount of turns that he does this then, I think. You've declared war on a goddess. A foolish action with terrible consequences. He only does this every so many turns. He's going to hit the outer ring, isn't he? So he hits Curve, hits Enna. Yeah, it's Boyd and all that. So that's the outer ring. It's not humans that trigger it. But to be honest, everyone's got a good enough defense that they can take it a fair bit. Or res, whichever one's the two-finger one. I'm guessing it's res then. And there's going to be a lot of people that just heal up the damage they've taken. So here comes the trial and error bit, where we just bust in there and hope to destroy. Well, that said, I'm wondering if we could get you in range, because you might be able to do a little bit better damage than Soph, as we found out. If you've got Foron still on, and proc a debt. The main question, though, comes to will you instantly die by being in range? You will! So you're kind of like, there's a lot of single attack people that are going to be last chance go in types. It's all up to Ike, really. To proc Aether as well. And not on Nasir. Let's have a look at what will happen. Hey? Dheginsea, Dragon King. I can see you have no intention of letting us pass. I follow my goddess's decrees. My will is unwavering. I have no choice then. Be on your guard. Very well, Beork General. Our blessings may be equal and opposite, but your strength is a mere fraction of mine. Show me your best. If I proc Aether or crit, I will be in joy. I've got skill and strength boosted. Whoa. Now that's a different way of showing things, isn't it? Nihil for both, which means Aether can't proc. Since when did you have Nihil? I don't know. I didn't see it on your list unless I'm blind. So essentially we can't proc Aether in a turn. He hasn't got that. Is it because of you? But that's in combat, isn't it? I don't know. Well, I can get in there to boost him. So that's not so bad. Now, I don't think it would be any good sending someone like Mist with the Alondai forward. So what I'm going to do is either I'm going to heal or I'm going to try to sleep. We have this option, of course. Which is a nice long-range strike that hopefully procs something. Fools! By denying your judgment, you merely rush to your death. Yeah. Well, no Deadeye can proc, but there's still 11 damage. Jill. How many spots can Jill go? Way past him, so she should be able to retreat after attacking here. The Jill Narok does 4 times 2. Gaining Night Tide this time. No, it's just Nihil. He's got base Nihil. Well, how was I supposed to know that? So no abilities can proc, so I'm basically stuck doing standard damage to everyone. So taking him down as much as I can is not a bad thing. The question now comes is he restores HP equal to the unit's luck, which is 30 HP. So most of what we've done this turn won't even count on the next. Well, that's useless. We've essentially only got a couple of troopers who can do anything here, and one of them being Boyd. Irvin does a fair bit, but he takes a fair bit as well. We've got to see what the others do. Will they stand still or will they move? If he heals 30, then I probably have enough to top up everyone. Of course, I can't really get in with a Wishblade, right? Oh, no, wait a second. Wishblade attacks from 2. 1, 2. Okay, that's brilliant. I can do a ton of damage, but it doesn't really help so much, does it? Har could get in if there was space to. So now the next question comes as to how I'm able to facilitate any more damage this turn. If I rescue Neff... and stay where I am? I can get you into there then. And then maybe Har as well. To be honest, I want to drop Neff again, but that's not very likely. Oh no, I could have done that. Ah! So the good plan would have been to put Neff there, so we could get some extra damage there. We kind of need to boost up Ike. Oh, and actually we can get... we should be able to get enough damage down. He's whittling, so if Rolf goes again, Boyd goes again, and Har gets in range, that should be it. It does mean that we've made Oscar useless. We should have probably put someone else in there. Oh. That's not what I want to see. Because I was wondering if I could get in and do a really nice heal. Well, if Boyd's a little bit better, between the two of them, they should be able to do it. It's too bad you don't have any crit chance, but there's some extra support bonus, but that's not going to help too much. Bloomin' Nihil. Boyd to take the KO then? I mean, you can't double him, but you can do a chunk. That takes him down to 15, which means Boyd should be able to finish it. With a little bit of jigging, we've managed it. Right then. We could even go with Micaiah if we wanted, but let's leave that. Boyd, you are now officially a Dragon Slayer of the highest order. Ike didn't manage it, but you did. And it goes to someone who can get all that experience. You might not get a good level, but the victory goes to us. And that's why last episode was a fairly useless episode, because we couldn't do much. Level 18 comes with Strength Luck. Is that a cap? No. Ugh. Has my body grown old? Or is it my heart? He didn't die. He didn't fade out. Which I find interesting. He's still there. Hello. Well done. You have beaten me. Father! Don't lose your head now, boy. This wound, this is nothing. Your power, how could you defeat me? I was blessed by Ashera herself. I gave them my blessings. Yune? Is that you? That war long ago. I'm so sorry. You were right to fight against me. I was young and immature. The Great Flood was a result of my unchecked emotions. You don't have to apologize, Yune. I always knew that you weren't actually evil. You were just too powerful. So why did you choose a sharer again? I'd hoped that this time you would join me to help protect the people. I'm sorry, Yune, but I've done worse to you. Long ago, we made a vow before the goddess Ashera herself. We vowed that we, the Laguz and Beork, would never commit the same genocidal sins. We didn't keep our promise, and for that reason, I was committed to accepting my just punishment. Silly, stubborn old scale bag. You just don't know when to quit. You need to lighten up a bit. To convince the Laguz kings to follow my example, I rewrote history, hid my tracks, and declared you a dark god. All I ever wanted was to avoid conflict. Please forgive me. Don't worry about it, Dheginsea. I caused enough trouble for you, so I'll forgive you just this once. I'm pleased to hear that. Gareth! Gather our survivors. Kurthnaga is their commander from now on. Understood, sir. Nasir, you followed your sovereign very far for having once left your country in disgust. I give you my sincerest thanks. No, my lord. Unaware of my own king's true heart, I did what I thought had to be done. I apologize. Enna, I would like to tell you only that I wish you the greatest happiness in life. Thank you, sire. Now then, Kurthnaga, get these men moving. I will remain here, for I cannot move. Yes, father. We will stop at Shara. Wait here for our return. We will be back. Yes, my son. I'll be waiting.
We must save them. Even now, as we speak, countless Laguz slaves endure Benyan chains. They suffer terribly.
We have done all that we will do.
Admonitions and censures change nothing. Now is the time for the dragon tribes to use their strength to save the oppressed Laguz.
Goldoa does not interfere with the outside world. As king of dragons, I will not allow my people to fan the flames of war. Conflict on the scale you describe will wake the goddess and call down her judgment upon us all. This is the path to destruction. 1,000 years. That is how long we swore to the goddess that there would be no war. Have you forgotten our covenant?
Of course not. Yet there are Laguz who are treated as less than livestock. I cannot believe that this is what the goddess wants.
Goldoa will not move. This decree stands from the time our nations were formed. The goddess has not yet slept 150 years. Would you see the Laguz and Beork destroyed? Would you see all of Tilius awash in blood? No. Unless destruction comes to seek us at our door, Goldoa will not move for the sake of future generations.
Tell me, do you care nothing for the Laguz who suffer in the current generation? Do you think it would comfort them to know that you condone their misery?
All things require sacrifice. Where are you going?
To Benyan. I will find a solution without you.
You who have lost your birthright? All you will accomplish is your own destruction. Hold! Hold, I say!
My queen, Rajeon, I will soon join you. My lovely Almeida. Cherish life. It's happening again. Whose memory is that? Something feels so familiar about it. Is that your memory? Father! Kurf. He's gone. I know. This is simply another reason to move on. Entrusted by my father to care for our people, I will stand before Ashera as the king of the dragon tribe. Oh, form shifts now being gained. Right, allows the unit to transform at any time. The unit will stay transformed until choosing to revert form, so now he doesn't even need his stone anymore. Which means Enna can use it, I guess. Kings and their nice abilities. The main problem is that we passed our cap and we can't remove shove. So for now, we will move provoke, which didn't really work. Which skill will be discarded? I'm trying to. Oh yeah, it's because I'm set there. Form shift is not bad at all. With that though, we continue on. I'm glad we managed to muster enough damage. Then he had Pocket Nihil, which was rubbish for us. How dare! They're getting stronger and stronger. Whose memories are those? I know him. Everyone, Ashera is nearby, just beyond those doors. That's where we'll find her. We made it. Finally. You should know, Ashera may have changed since before her slumber. Order and chaos are meant to naturally balance each other out. If you take one away, balance is lost. I don't expect Ashera to have the merest shred of compassion. Talking to her will likely do no good. We don't have much choice. If talking won't work, we'll have to use force. Otherwise, this has all been for nothing. How about you? What do you mean? Are you completely chaotic? Are you out of balance? As far as I can tell, you don't seem to lean too far in either direction. Ashera and I see things a little differently. During my long sleep, I was wrapped in sweet, gentle music. Heron Goldra? Yes, but more important than the song itself, I was never alone. There was always someone singing comfort to me. Ashera shouldn't have isolated herself. She became lonely and bitter and lost touch with her people. Hold on. This thing won't budge. What's wrong with it? Those doors cannot be opened. They have been sealed with powerful magic. Sephiran! You're alright! I'm so relieved to see you! I'm sorry to have been a cause for concern, Apostle. Forgive me. Sephiran, there's something I need to tell you. I'm not a true apostle. I didn't mean to abuse your trust. I've known that for some time, Sanaki. Don't forget that I was almost a father to you. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me whether or not you can hear the goddess. Sephiran, thank you for having always been there for me. Empress, shouldn't you tell him about General Zelgius? Yes, I suppose I should. Sephiran, Zelgius is dead. I know you put a lot of trust in him, but he was also closely allied to Dain. I'm sure you've heard of Dain's so-called Black Knight? Sephiran, the Black Knight was Zelgius. That's probably not news to you, is it? After all, it was you he was taking orders from. What? Ike! What are you saying? A man like Zelgius could never serve conflicting interests. Never. Everything he did for one master. Isn't that so, Sephiran? I think I understand. You wanted to monitor events within Dain. You sent Zelgius as a spy. Precisely. I felt it important to observe King Ashnard carefully. That was my goal. At the time, it was relatively easy to get an outsider close to the king. Ashnard was famous for employing powerful men with no regard for their background or social status. Obviously, he would have needed no convincing once he saw the blade work of General Zelgius. The Black Knight tried to take the medallion from my father, and killed him. Tell me, Sephiran, whose plan was that? Ashnard's or yours? Calm down, Ike. Sephiran, would you please explain? Sir Ike, I'm afraid your father's death was an unfortunate result of Zelgius' own personal agenda. I did not order Sir Gawain killed. However, I must admit that I did ask him to seize the medallion and hand it over to King Ashnard. The goddess was to be freed, and all living creatures destroyed. Come again? You're insane! I couldn't be more sane, Sir Ike. Attend and learn. My aim has always been to wake Ashera so that she might pass judgment on all the people of the world. What I needed was a war that would spread all across the continent. How could I achieve this? My attention turned to the young Dane prince. I could use the fiery Ashnard for my purposes. He was ambitious, a fierce warrior, and more than anything, he had an earnest desire to change the world. When I allowed him to know of the goddess sealed inside the medallion, he became determined to set her free. We could use Heron Goldra or a massive continent-spanning war to throw the world into chaos. Lord Sephiran, what are you saying? Are you saying you wanted this? You can't be serious! Sanaki, my long life has shown me the people of this world deserve only destruction. The selfishness, the brutality, the disregard for others, the endlessly quarreling Laguz and Beork. We have been given many chances to correct our behavior and ourselves, and have squandered them all. The only remaining hope for a peaceful, orderly world is for Ashera to wipe us all out and begin again. To fulfill my ambition of destroying all beings, I had to use you. I had to betray you. This is some kind of monstrous joke. So you've been pulling the strings all along? Correct. Beyond just Empress Sanaki, you were trusted by a lot of people. Sephiran, I need to understand. Did you really betray all of those people? I did. I don't need to hear anything else then. I'm going to make your death as painful as I know how. This can't be happening. I won't fight you, Sephiran. I can't. Poor Sanaki. He'll have no choice but to fight. The doors leading to Ashera are sealed by my very own magic. Killing me is your only way through. Sephiran! So it was you. All those memories penetrating my mind were yours. Since we entered this place, I've seen what you've been thinking, Leiran. Give it up. Goddess Yune, why do you insist on calling me that name? I discarded it so long ago, Yune. I've changed. Leiran is a thing of the past. All I want now is the end of all that is. Please don't stop me. Leiran. You're running out of time. At this rate, I wouldn't count on being able to face the goddess. I would hate to see you denied after coming all this way. Well, now you know who brought you here and why. I suppose that just leaves our fight to the death to take care of. And so, a new chapter begins, but... what are these things in our way? Do they even give experience? That's the question. They seem to be... magic users. All abound. Resistance will be highly required as we fight this fight. Well, I don't think I'm gaining much experience. I do not know if we get them from this at all. We have our army once again. In fact, this time around, because Ike and Micaiah are the only ones needed, we could even take out Enna and replace with a more powerful dragon. Interestingly enough. Another blood tide?
or a white pool there. Magic power and speed? There. Magic power and speed? Does not sound bad. Maybe Nasir's time to come out and fight as well is here. Before that, we continue on. Next episode, we've got outfitting to do as well, so I will get to that. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.